Money.
Oh, okay. I think I brought the cheapest e-bike in Beijing last year. I didn't do my research. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know where to go, and I didn't know how much to pay. This time I'm in the market for a new e-bike, and I want something stronger, faster, and more power. Back in the village, coming to buy a bike. How much is it?
2,399. 这个是2599，这是。哦。对。This one is expensive. This is 2,599. Why?
There's nothing wrong with our e-bike. We just need a second bike, so my husband and I both have one. The current bike we have goes really slow, so if we could get one that's faster, or at least at the Beijing speed limit, that would make life a whole lot easier. This time round we did our research. We've come to a place that was recommended to us by several other teachers. He only sells one brand of bike, but he sells about 7 different models, so there's plenty to choose from. But I'm sure every foreigner has this thought eventually. You buy something, you feel fine about it, and then you find out what someone else paid, and you're left with a question you can't really answer. Did I get done over, or did I just not know how this works? We have one bike. Since we've moved off school campus, he now has to figure out how to get to school. He has to walk, but it's just getting more difficult because getting hotter restricts us. When we were living at the school, it was a lot easier. He didn't have to walk far to go to work. I mean, like, it's a 2-minute commute. We were always talking about getting a second bike. The other issue that I have is that Uncle is selling the bike at a slightly higher price because his bike goes a little bit faster, except I asked if I could test it, and he was like, you have to register it first before you can test it. So I'm kind of like, And even though I did my research and that should have been a red flag, I still went ahead and brought this bike. Why? Because it's bigger, it's stronger, and it's faster. Oh, and there's a capybara on it.
Hello.
Okay, 谢谢. Yeah, lunchtime. Happy? Yay. After all that hard work, we're going to reward ourselves with some lunch at the local village spot, which is right next door to the bike store.
There's some, like, do we want to try that one? Yeah. Do you like pumpkin?
Yes. I think that we got the chopsticks in there. Home time. We have to come back tomorrow to buy our bikes.
Money.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
对对对。
Oh, yeah. The owner of the shop has to take our bikes to get them registered. So last time we brought our bike, we took our bikes with Uncle to get them registered. I'm not sure where we are. We've just ridden surely over an hour.
Hour 10.
Hour 10. He also has no license plate, so yeah, we'll see how this goes. Okay. Got paperwork? Yep. Okay. Okay, they just asked us to choose a Chinese name. So what I think the issue is that we are not Chinese. This time he's going to take them, which is pretty cool. It's just expected that you leave your passport with them and you pay the money and then come back tomorrow and collect the bike. Hopefully it all goes well and we'll see. We'll see tomorrow what happens. So that night I jumped on Xiaohongshu to see what all the features were, and that's when I came across this and started to feel like maybe I had paid that foreigner tax. Why had I paid 850 kwai more than most people? Back at the village to check something with my old bike so that it could get registered. Bruh. Side questing so hard today. We need to take my current bike to the registration office. Bruh. After successfully registering my bike, I was still feeling a bit bummed about paying quite a bit more for the bike than I maybe could have. And that's what I mean by a foreigner tax, because we just don't know any better. We pay a little bit more. But I texted a friend that lives in Shanghai and he kind of made me feel a bit better about it. He said that bikes in Beijing can be more expensive than the rest of the country because manufacturers have to meet different rules and regulations to make the bikes roadworthy. He also said that getting it registered was pretty good and could also be a service included in the price. He said that when he brought his bike, his shop didn't register it for him. He had to do it himself. And even though he speaks fluent Chinese, he still found it a little bit difficult because of the processes that they had to go through. After reading that, I felt so much better and couldn't wait to take my capybara for a ride.
A few moments later.
Alright, honestly, sometimes I really question whether the universe just likes to test me. Me, Francis and John decided to ride all the way out to Shunyi, which is about 10 kilometers away from home. Where am I, you ask? I don't know. I'm in Shunyi somewhere and it started to pour with rain. Okay, so long story short, I'm stuck in Shunyi. The bike won't accelerate. Of course, it decided to stop working when it was flooding in Beijing. And I think as part of the extra service and what I paid for, Uncle came out and saved the day. He brought me a new battery and got my bike working. 4,050 RMB is such a good price, not only for this bike, but also for the service that Uncle was able to deliver. Anyways, if you liked any of my video or you're interested in learning more about Beijing and what it's like to live here as a foreigner, click like and follow. And leave me a comment to let me know what you'd like to see more of.